ball club entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 17 carries, 89 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
To throw it. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
First down, Winston. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jameis again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
He spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. Then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week? AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That's caught by Waller out left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing, Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Winston. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jonathan Allen providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. This is a nice little stretch he's putting together. Remember, 3 sacks last week.
And now he's off to the races in this game because he thinks, okay, that's the start of something big because he's in a zone. He's locked in. So offensively, you got to occupy him. Maybe even run the ball at him as opposed to passing it so he can't just pin his ears back and rush the quarterback.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed. And
they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now. As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, now 2 sacks for him already here in his first quarter of play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Third and long for Winston. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Nifty move. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Kamara, touchdown, Houston. Gano for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
No gain on the play. this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about this game? That number 6. That's a phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now Winston winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Deebo Samuel, 70 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 13-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good...
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And space tough to come by there. It's going to get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Winston. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Elijah Moore from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are back within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception.
Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Well, the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down the 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now Lovie Smith sends the call out. They're going to go for 2 here. They'll turn to Kamara. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the side. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll bring it 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
They'll try to get a little more involved here on this drive. From the 50, it's Watson. throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Again, Kamara. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And here now come the Falcons. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Winston. And some room to maneuver. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, that's unfortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. And that's the type of play that will give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Gano the extra point, and a round is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Falcons ready to take over.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
After the sack on first down, Winston. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's going to be 4th down, a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. To throw, Winston. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Falcons send out their punt as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Hunt will try going up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Winston. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Forced out to his left.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Winston now. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Winston. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
You guys have been very good about checking that now. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete in the throwing to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting... for it, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Winston now to throw on first down. Out route here going to Hunt. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. Another completion here to Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Play action now. Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Edwards coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth. The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This was going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
79 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watson's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They run it again with Kamara. And some room to run now. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official.
And we will skip the highlights show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Watson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Watson now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Here's Watson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now it's Watson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Watson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end. How about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards at a time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A give. This is Kamara. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They go play action. Winston. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
His pass caught at the 4.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Here's Winston. Again, that's Hurst. Touchdown, Falcons! Hayden Hurst from a yard out. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A shotgun snap for Watson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it.
On the move past the 40. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Gets around him. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Hunt. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to settle on 3rd and goal.
They have to stretch for this one. This is for that territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and try to run back this one. I think they're going to have and now down 3 scores, I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 163 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing again is Watson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Watson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Operating from the gun, Watson. And able to get this down inside the 15, even the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10. If they score on this drive, have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Alvin Kamara
with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Off the play fake, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Davis with a pick.
And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for his defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter. Back now in Houston. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
Well, 193 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. That'll be taken in by Anderson.
And he is going to have the Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Running with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Watson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And working at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Try to pound it in. Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Again, Kamara.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Alvin Kamara
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Winston. And he will find his man Samuel.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. To throw, Winston.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Jameis again. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Hunt will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Watson.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Watson. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 30 before it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Watson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
That's good for a Texan 1st
about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have on the field and say, guys, keep pounding. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Again, it's Kamara. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons offense set to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Winston's throw taken in by Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston now. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to be on 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter. Up really big. That passing incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently. Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston, escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons weren't able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted off from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to bounce it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being Johnson?
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Houston set to take over.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Waller taking it in over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Watson's throw caught by Bird here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Oh, what a move.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Tyreek Hill's got another one.
And it's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Throwing now, Watson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third down, Winston.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that is incomplete.
At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gano for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Big plays for FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey.
And the Texans will take over possession here at the 34.
I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.